What are you doing?
What do you mean? We're gonna start the show.
I understand that, but we haven't changed it back from the Fox News set.
This isn't the Fox News set. This is the Folks News set. Folks News.
Berris, it's pronounced faux. That was the joke.
No. That wasn't the joke. And it's pronounced folks. It's real news for everyday folks, right?
Look, we don't own this set. This is a modified Fox News set, and we have to return it.
They'll never know, right?
Why would you want to record our show with this homage to fascism? Come on, man. We don't want our viewers thinking we're into that crap.
You're delusional. We have you and we have Rachel on the show. There's no one ever in this world that's going to confuse Chilliwack Tonight with Rush Limbaugh, right?
How about you? You have a framed poster of Mussolini on your dressing room wall.
You Antifa-loving libtard. That was from a fan, huh?
All right, enough. Just change the set.
Almost live from Chilliwack, it's Chilliwack Tonight! With Berris Carden, Rachel Caroline Plaza, Geoff Edwards, Dawn Lane, John Morrison, and musical guest Chris Andre. And now, Chilliwack Tonight!
Chilliwack Tonight! Oh man, it is good to be back. Feels like we were taken over by aliens, Rachel, eh? For the last 3 weeks.
I know what you mean. We
weird.
haven't played ourselves since the Halloween show when we played the Addams Family in the entire episode. And then back-to-back election weeks.
Yeah, I know. I love that Addams Family. For anybody who hasn't watched, go back and have a look at that. And for anyone who hasn't watched the last 2 weeks where we did the election stuff, I want to say go back and look at those because Rachel, your acting chops excelled. You played such diverse characters from both extremes of the political spectrum. It was amazing.
Thank you. It was fun to do, but it wasn't without a bit of online controversy.
I know what you mean. For the audience who hasn't seen it, we made the decision to address some social issues and decided to play characters, or maybe political caricatures would be the proper description, to try to find a little bit of humor in the democratic experiment, south of the border.
Yes, and while by far most of the people got it and took it in stride, there were a very vocal minority online that got a little angry that we went there. And our comment section turned to a hotbed of political commentary, disputing results of the election, questioning the software used, the recounts. It was kind of corrosive.
Well, I didn't like it as going as negative as it did with some of the people, but I mean, are you now saying that you believe the mainstream media mob's account of the election results? Are you trying to tell me?
Of course. What are you saying? Media mob. What?
Well, I mean, isn't it obvious? It's a democracy. So every vote should be counted before we jump to any conclusions about who won.
Every vote is counted, and this is the biggest vote differential since Roosevelt beat Hoover in 1932. It's as much of a landslide as you're ever going to get in a U.S. election. I mean, millions of more votes were for Biden.
Rachel, I don't know where you get your stats from, but that's not right because the Obama-McCain victory was a wider margin. So just go back. Why don't you go to Fox News and do some research, proper research?
Oh, okay,
anyway,
sure.
And that's only if you're counting the illegal votes. And then there's the issue of Dominion software, which has switched millions of votes from Biden to Trump.
Oh my God, you believe that nonsense?
I do. Trump predicted it, right? Exactly. He said this is what was going to happen. For me, I just want to see the votes certified in each state before we even go there, okay?
Okay, so let me get this straight. Freeze the transition until December?
Transition to what? We don't even know who won. I say count all the legal votes. It's for the good of democracy.
I have no words. Chilliwack Tonight.
Chilliwack Tonight. You went ahead of me.
Yeah, what's up, Rachel? Sorry, I hope you don't mind, I'm multitasking.
Oh.
We've lost another sponsor from the controversy of the election episodes. I think we may have bitten off a bit more than we could chew.
Really? Is the show in trouble?
Well, let's just say this Christmas, COVID may be the least of our concerns.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, I won't keep you. It's just Berris again. I think you may actually be a Republican.
Rachel, we live in Canada. He can't be a Republican.
Well, you know what I mean, a Trump pansy.
Well, Rachel, name calling? Come on. Whatever happened to when they go low, we get high?
I think the phrase is actually when they go low, we go high.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure? I don't think it makes any sense.
Yeah, I'm sure. Anyway, I think he's using his position here as a bit of a bully pulpit to spew his hateful views.
Isn't that what a bully pulpit's for? I can't remember anymore. Anyway, it's a scripted show, so that's not really possible.
So what you're saying is that the show is scripted and he's not actually saying those things? Who the hell is in charge of the script? I think we should have a meeting with whoever writes the show.
Well, coincidentally, that is Berris.
What? Oh, Chilliwack tonight.
So thank you both for coming to the Writers' Roundtable.
I don't know what that is. Why am I here? Where's the table?
I think that's a metaphor.
A metaphor what?
Not a metaphor, a metaphor.
Dude, you need to spend a little more time on your whack word research. Your vocabulary is lacking lately. Come on.
Whatever. Why are we here? I don't need a round table to write, but thank you for the consideration. I do it in front of the TV at home on my laptop.
Really?
Comfy spot. Yes.
You can write watching television?
Absolutely.
What are you watching?
watching?
Fox News. What's the problem?
Oh, that
Are you suggesting that you're not liking the writing on the show now?
No.
Come on.
No. Just wanting to make the show have some changes. You know, keep it evolving, keeping it fresh. It's a great new direction we're kind of heading off into here. It's good.
What the hell are you talking about?
Berris, we're a team, and we're going to help you with some of the writing.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Rachel.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. But I'm good. I don't need any help. I got it.
No, I think you do.
Berris, management's in agreement. We want to take Chilliwack tonight to the next level.
Next level? I don't even know what that means. We're located in a building with one floor. What exactly is the problem?
There's no problem. No problem at all. Just calm down. It's all good.
Yeah, don't tell me to calm down. I'm calm. Just explain yourselves. What's going on?
Well, we just think the show needs, it's a bit right of center, if you know what I mean, for our audience.
What are you saying? My script is offending the snowflakes now?
No, we just want the script to be fair and balanced.
Yeah.
Fair and balanced? Look, this is not Fox News, so we don't have to be fair and balanced. Besides, I let you play your hero, Rachel Maddow, for 2 weeks in a row. It was painful writing that material, but I did it for you.
Yeah, well, true, but then you had me play Judge Ginny Pirro.
Great job, Rachel.
Yeah, but you know what? You took advantage of that situation. You made her look ridiculous.
How was that? The script was almost verbatim what she spews normally.
It wasn't the script. That was perfect. It was in her mannerisms, the vocal intonations, that shrill delivery.
Oh.
I would say she nailed that as well.
Oh, well, yes, and thank you, Geoff. I mean, that's greatly appreciated. I received some great reviews on that, and I'm pretty proud of that performance.
Well, the performance was really good. I mean, it was amazing, really, but it was too good. You made her look absolutely ridiculous. Sure tonight.
In the before times, I was the billionaire president of the biggest, baddest country in the whole world. Now, I'm still the billionaire president of these United States. I don't care what Forbes magazine or the ballots say.
In the before times, we had the White House, the House of Representatives, and the Senate. Now, while we don't have any of that, what we do have is all the support we'll ever need from QAnon and a mild case of COVID.
Well, that's not my fault, Steve. You're obese and low energy. A classic COVID combination.
What are you talking about, Pumpkin? Hey, what's that background noise? Are you on a plane?
Look, Steve, I act like an idiot, but I'm no idiot. Pence is in charge. I'm 90 miles outside of Moscow.
Moscow. What's he doing in Moscow?
Never mind, Steve. It's none of your business.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Retrograde Romance with Rachel, the relationship advice show that this week helps bring your love life 2 steps forward and no steps back. We have a video call from Genevieve. Hello, Genevieve. What is your question?
Hi Rachel, thank you for taking my call. My question is, how do I deal with a past boyfriend who ghosted me for a really long time and then all of a sudden out of the blue has the audacity to say happy birthday to me? Thank you.
Oh, okay, thank you. Well, this topic really boils the blood. Short answer is, if they treat you like you're disposable, dispose of them right back. The long answer is, yes, Casper the not-so-friendly ghost, who falls off the face of the earth only to orbit his way back with a happy birthday text. Worse if it's followed up by some backhanded comment like, I hope you have a fabulous day. These behaviors are so ridiculously common, they even have names. If he disappears without a goodbye, he's ghosting. If he reappears with a happy birthday or hello stranger, he's zombieing. But if he reappears and just likes your pics and posts, then he's being downright creepy and haunting you. Ghosting and zombieing are incredibly selfish. It's astonishing that it's even a thing. It's especially cruel if you've been seeing someone for a long period of time. Ghosting can actually be a huge blessing in disguise, though. It shows who's worth your time and who isn't. So like Bill Maher says, new rule. If someone ghosts you, respect the dead and never disturb them again, period. And I know it can be extra tough during this crazy time when we have to self-isolate a bit, but you deserve maturity, consistency, reliability.
Rachel.
Those damn ghosts. Choose people who choose you. Well, until next time, find somebody who looks at you the way the person who ghosted you looks at your Instagram stories. Bye for now.
Okay, how about this? I'll do an initial draft of the entire show, and then you two will get the script, and you guys will give it a once-over. How about that?
I don't know. It gives you a lot of control. All the ideas start with you, and then we're left to add these little
good.
changes here and there.
Oh, no. You're misunderstanding. That's not what I meant at all. What I meant was, I will give you a chance to do a once-over. You check it for grammar and punctuation, give it back to me.
Oh, come on. That's not
Spell check.
happening. That's not happening.
Come on.
How about we divvy up the script into thirds? Rachel, you get retrograde romance. I'll take in the before times.
No.
You can have whack word. That's just off the top of my head. We can take turns like on the intro and the extra and the artist interview.
Okay, no, there's no way you're pigeonholing me into doing the retrograde bit. It's
What?
demeaning. You're saying that a woman has to write the segment on relationships.
Yeah.
Maybe you're even insinuating that we're not funny.
Come on, you really want to go there, Rachel? Okay, let's go there. Name one funny comedian that's female. Huh? One.
Joan Rivers.
Okay, name a second. Yeah, as I thought.
No. Elaine Bennis.
Okay, that's not her name. She's the Seinfeld.
Stop it, you guys. This is getting infantile. We obviously won't resolve this today. The only fair thing I can suggest is we take turns writing each
Oh,
episode.
come on.
I.e., Rachel writes all of next week's show.
Jeff, what a great idea.
Have you completely lost your mind? She can't possibly write an entire show.
Oh, don't you worry. I'll help you with the punctuation.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Josh Bohr, and I'm the volunteer and fundraising coordinator here at the Salvation Army Care and Share Center. And I want to talk to you about the upcoming Christmas Kettle campaign. Yes, it's coming back at the end of November here. And I think it gives us a unique opportunity to end 2020 on a little more of an uplifting, hopeful note. This pandemic, I get it, it's a cliche, but it has left us more disconnected from our community and each other than ever before. And I think the kettles offer us a chance to reconnect again, with each other, but also with the broader community. So whether you are an individual or a family or a small business, hosting a kettle is a chance to get out there and see people you maybe not have seen for a long time, spread some Christmas joy, and have a heck of a lot of fun. You can sing badly, you can bring an instrument. It's just a great, great time. So if you're interested, reach out to me. Volunteer at salvationarmychilliwack.ca. Let's spread some hope this Christmas season.
Well, hi and welcome back. So our musical guest this week is an artist named Chris Andres. Hi, Chris.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. Can you tell us a little bit about where you're from and what your style of music is?
Sure. I live on Vancouver Island. I'm out in the country, Qualicum Beach, it's called. And the kind of music I write, I'm a little bit all over the board. I mean, last year I did an album a couple years ago. It was all traditional country stuff, and it actually was up for it was up for a BCCMA award for
very good.
For traditional country of the album award. That was last year, but this year, because of what's been going on in the world, I just locked the band into the studio and we just started writing. And this album's actually going to be a little bit more like a southern rock style. So.
Oh, southern rock, very cool. I really like that style. And how did you get involved with the Artists in Isolation Volume 2 CD?
I have two friends, Kellen and Jay Gavin, who both I think we're on the first one, or Kellen was. Yeah. And I think maybe one of those fellas turned them my way because they got a hold of me from Rosewood and asked me if I would contribute a song to it, and I said, of course, yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. So how long have you been doing music?
My whole life. I started playing in Legions when I was 13, and then by the time I was 16, I was playing in bars and actually on the road. So it's I'm a lifer, as they call them.
Well, that's great that you can do this. And things have been pretty tough for artists during the pandemic. So it's really great that Rosewood Studios did get together and give an outlet for these artists to have the compilation CDs.
Totally. I mean, for especially independent artists or any artists. I mean, in this day and age, you make your money on the road. You don't, with streaming and everything, it's really hard to make money off that. So, it's either we're selling merchandise or we're on the road. And since you take both those components out of it, for a lot of people, luckily I have a side gig. I work with people that have special needs.
Oh, so that's excellent.
Yeah. So I was able to kind of, hang in there, but I do have friends that are suffering tremendously. As a matter of fact, any of the money that compilation album made, I just told them, Marcy, just distribute it amongst the other artists because I'm fine.
Oh, that's great. No, we've had so many of the artists here on our show, and they've been excellent guests. And I, for myself, get viewers who are just loving that whole segment of them highlighting and showcasing their talents. It's been fantastic. So can you tell me a little bit about the song that you're going to be performing for us today?
Yeah, the song, like I said, when they reached out to me and they said, what we need is an unreleased song, something that I haven't already released. So I basically just wrote the song right there. I just went, okay, I'll just write something.
Really?
So yeah.
Oh.
I mean, the truth of the matter is I usually write about between 5 and 10 songs a month. So,
wow.
And especially when I'm recording an album, because, I might take in 5 songs and maybe, 4 of them might not work for what we're doing. So, you always got to be writing, and that's kind of part of the gig.
So this song, what's the song called that you're going to be singing?
Well, the song it's called Thank You, and basically it's about because I knew this project was going to be 4 artists. I basically wrote it about the life of a touring musician and what it's like to kind of to spend your whole life playing music.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay, the name of the song again?
A Thing or Two.
A Thing or Two. Okay, so thank you for talking with us and having you on our show. So this is Chris Andres with A Thing or Two.
One, two, three, four. I did my time, I paid my dues. A hell of a lot more than I wanted to. That's a lie that I chose. I drink all night, I sleep all day. It doesn't matter anyway. No one gets out alive. I'm looking for beauty in a faded landscape. Trying to right the wrongs from the mistakes I had made. I ain't no schoolboy, I've seen a thing or two. I just want you to know that I'll be there for you. Yeah, this highway's faceless crowds. There has to be more to life than this. Sit died 1,000 times or more. The road's in my soul, I guess. A little more, a little less. Depends on the day or the week. I'm looking for beauty in a faded landscape. Trying to right the wrongs from the mistakes I had made. I ain't no schoolboy, I've seen nothing or do. I just want you to know that I'll be there for you. I'm looking for beauty in a faded landscape. Trying to right the wrongs from the mistakes I have made. I ain't no schoolboy, I've seen nothing or two. I just want you to know that I'll be there for you.
Okay, Rachel, good show today. And now I want to say enough of this election stuff, right? This political stuff. The election's over. In a couple of months, we're going to know who the winner is. Maybe we can talk about it then. Compare notes. Huh?
Nice try. Biden won.
Okay, I don't agree with that. But let's say I'm willing to concede that he's in the lead for the moment. But I can't wait for that forensics report to come back on that Dominion software analysis. Venezuela, it was just so obvious.
Whatever. So, are you ready to read my lines next week?
In a word, no. But the question really is, are you ready to write this? I don't want to see some pinko, I am woman, hear me roar type of spew coming from you. The viewers won't stand for that, neither will I. I want no sex, no innuendo. We want good, clean fun, like Wackward, In the Before Times, Tales from the Quarantine, Fashion Wars. You know, good, honest-to-goodness television.
Well, don't you worry your pretty little self about it. I got it. Chilliwack tonight.
Thanks for watching Chilliwack Tonight! And here's some unintentionally sage advice from the immortal Elvis to address all this political nonsense. You're right, I'm left, she's gone.
way.